Hey, welcome to another episode of You Love Comics. This is a YouTube show where I showcase my recent comic hauls, comic speculations, and stuff for my collection. I got a nice, quick haul video for you this week. Some really good stuff. I don't have, my past couple videos, I've had like 50 books in there, 100 books in there, but this one's a nice short one. And, hey, there's something wrong with that, right? We can have a nice quick haul video for you guys. So before I get into the haul, do me a favor, hit that like button. Helps with the YouTube algorithm. It assures that other people will be able to see these videos. If you have any questions when you see the video, you want to leave a comment, you want to just say hi, leave a comment, and I'll respond to you accordingly. If you like these videos, I know you do when you hit that like button already, and you like comic hauls, comic speculation, comic collections, comic collecting, you just love comic books, well, you're at the right place, because this show is called You Love Comic Books. So why not hit that subscribe button? Smash it, become part of the You Love Comic Books conversation. All right, let's get into the haul. Thrawn Alliance #1. This is a variant. I don't know the artist's name on this one. This one picked up a bit. I'm not sure if they're, sometimes like the, you gotta be careful. Sometimes the, if you're looking to get some of these variants and that might have some value later down, usually it's those like virgin ones. I don't think there was a virgin one on this one. I could be wrong, but this is still a really cool cover on this one, so happy to grab that. Ultimate Black Panther well, actually, it's not Ultimate Black Panther. This is just the Marvel previews. Got this for free. Grabbed it. They had a whole ton. I should have grabbed a bunch. People are picking these things up, man. They're like, the Marvel preview thing is back. I remember during the pandemic, the whole like, someone paying supposedly 10 grand for the first Miles Morales Marvel preview. I think it might have been proven it was a scam. I don't know. But I figured, why not just grab one? I could not get a copy of Ultimate Black Panther #1. It was not available. I don't know. Who knows? These new Ultimate books are going for like crazy money. I can't imagine that they'll hold the value down the line, but hey, who knows, right? All right, these were some dollar bin books I grabbed. Fantastic Four, $5.34 and $5.35. Now, if you watched my last video, I had Fantastic Four, $5.33 that had Hulk on the cover. And I was telling you guys that this is the story that led to the reason why the Avengers, or Illuminati or whatever it was, decided to get Hulk off the planet, and it kicked him off and sent him to Scar. And that's where the story started. That led to Planet Hulk. It all started here. Now, whoever the genius and editorial was, why this story didn't take place in the Hulk, and it took place in another series, and on top of it, it didn't even have, the Hulk's only on the cover 533, but the story is in 534 and 535. Why would you not have, and these are the most, generic Fantastic Four covers. They're almost the same. I don't understand, editorial. Why would you not have the Hulk on the cover of Fantastic Four? Very strange, very odd. And the thing is, it's always been a fact that anytime the Hulk appears in Fantastic Four, it has always been kind of like an elevated issue. Throughout, obviously the first ones and the 112 and all those, but even later appearances when the Hulk shows up. So I never understood. So I'm happy to grab these for $1. Obviously this comic's almost 20 years old. This was I guess right before Civil War. I feel like if these would not be dollar bin issues if the Hulk was on the cover and more people were aware that this story was one that led to Planet Hulk. Darker Image #1. Grab this one for $2.99, I think. I had a $5 off coupon. I'll show you all the books I got. But this is the newsstand copy. Always good to grab one of these. These are really hard to find. This is in really nice condition, so that's awesome. Found these. I never saw this book before. Digimon #4. Digimon #3. Digimon #2. And Digimon #1. Now this is the As Seen on TV variant. I guess they sold this in a 4-pack set, and so you had your regular edition, and then you had this edition. So this was sold in a 4-pack. Fortunately, they didn't come in the original sealed bag, but these are still pretty hard to come by, and they have a little bit of value. I paid $2.99 for 2, 3, and 4, and number 1 was the pricier one. They had it for $14.99. I was like a little like, oh, I don't know, but like the other ones were only $2.99 each. Like, you know, you do the math, figure it out, hit. I also had a $5 off coupon, so that was pretty cool, right? So I think that was a good deal. Speaking of $5 off coupons as well, here's the rest of the books. But you know what? Hold on. Before I get into the remaining issues, I just want to show you some toys I picked up. I got a Star Wars The Mandalorian Grogu. Found this at a Ross for $5.99. So, now if you watched, I had a video. If you go back on my channel, I have a video. It was a whole toy haul, and it was, majority of it was stuff that I got at Ross. And it was like just Marvel Legends, Black Series, G.I. Joe, classified, like tons of these toys at just like crazy, ridiculous low prices. Like below what would be clearance at Walmart, below like, I mean, they're charging like, you know, $5.99, $5, $4. Like, it was crazy. And these toys still have like, you know, they may not be worth like 50, 100 bucks, but they still have like their retail value. So I was like, wow, this is a great find. This is, again, found this recently, but this one was $5.99. It's still like a ridiculous figure because like he's so tiny. It comes with the egg and a little frog. I kind of just like the setup. I would never pay 20, 25 bucks for this to begin with, so I was happy to get it that price. But this, speaking of, this one definitely has more value, and this is another one I found like a week or two ago from Ross. This one was $11.99. Kind of, this is where I wish they had the window so you could see the figures. But this is the Snake Eyes and Timber set. It was only $11.99 at Ross. And, I mean, this thing is sick. You know, it comes with the wolf. The wolf's, like, fully posable. The Snake Eyes figure is awesome. And I guess this variant, you know, comes with, like, this, I don't know, winter scarf. So this is pretty damn cool. I had the original figure when I was a kid, when it came with the wolf. You know, the little small one, but this is pretty cool. Like I said, man, I wish this had the window. But yeah, again, for just $11.99, I swear that was a pretty amazing deal. Now they have it as comparable value $37. I would say it's probably right. It's probably, I think when it came out, it was probably like 40 bucks. So I don't know, but I think that's a good one. And a Snake Eyes figure at the discounted price doesn't matter, except for that hideous Snake Eyes movie that came out a couple years ago. Snake Eyes is always like a, you know, he's the like the Boba Fett of G.I. Joe. But so is Zartan. Zartan's also the Boba Fett G.I. Joe. You know, you guys know what I mean? You know what? You get what I'm feeling here? All right. Here we go. Last couple of books. This is from another Second and Charles. Venom Space Knight, Venom Flash Thompson, Venom Space Knight #1. This is like that Marvel Legends package type thing, figure. And I forgot the artist that does these. I don't know if they have the name on here. But this was $4.99. This was $10. They had it as a 2-pack. So I guess they were $4.99 each. Marvel Vault of Spiders #2. With a couple of like first appearances, I think, in this one. And then Vault of Spiders #1. This is the variant. This has the first appearance of Spider-Bite and I think a couple other characters. This one picked up a bit. This is a cool variant cover. This one I think was 2. Teen Wolf #1. I picked that. I looked into that. And, you know, anytime I see these like kind of weird books that were adaptations or comic adaptations of like series that came out in the 2000s, I always like want to pick those up because there's like, you know, they're not, I don't think the print runs were super huge on these, and they're just super cool to come by. Now, I wish this is based on the MTV series that I never watched. I always thought that was lame. I wish this was based on the Michael J. Fox movie from the 80s. Now, that would be sick. And if anybody knows if there's a Teen Wolf comic adaptation from the 80s, let me know. I've never seen it. I don't think it exists, but then again, I always bump into like weird stuff that I didn't know existed before. This is pretty cool. XMen #159. It's just a random issue, but it's from 2004 and it's a newsstand. It's like a VF copy. I think it was like $2 or $2.95. Anytime I find newsstand post 2000, especially in like a premium title like X-Men or Uncanny X-Men or like that. I always think it's worth picking up, especially, you know, at a low price if I could find it. Okay, this is the last one from that Second and Charles. This one was $2.95. This is Venom #1. This is in really nice condition. This is the beginning of that Donny Cates run. This book never was the most valuable or anything like that. That #3 is the one that kind of goes for a lot. I think it's calmed down a bit. That's that first Null appearance, and I think like 6 or 7, whatever the first appearance of Eddie Brock's son. But this is the beginning of that storyline, and I thought for $2.95 or whatever it was that's a good price, especially for this comic. I feel like on average I've seen Venom #1 go for like 10, but I had a $5 off coupon for these, so I thought that was like a good deal. So I was like kind of getting this one for free basically. So yeah, that's awesome. Okay, then I went to another Second and Charles, and I found these 3 awesome books. So let's get into that. Amazing Spider-Man 789 second print variant. This is a Alex Ross genre based on like I guess an old John Romita drawing of Spider-Man. A really cool cover, kind of blown out. It's a little tough to see on here. There we go. Just really cool. I saw that. I couldn't pass it up. They had that for $2.99. And then they had this one for $2.99. This one can go for, like, I saw anywhere from 10 to 20 bucks. This one's a good one, though. Batman, The Adventures Continue from 2020, issue #3. This is, here, let me crack it open. I forgot the name of the artist. It was a store-exclusive Frankie's Comics Ji-Hyung Lee variant cover. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, this is really nice. And I was looking that up. And this one, again, it's like one of those things where it goes anywhere from like 15 to 30, depending on, I guess, the day. So, and this one was only $2.99, so I couldn't pass that one up either. I was like, when I saw this one, I was like, this looks like one of those, like, special covers. You know what I mean? You know, y'all know what I'm talking about, you comic collectors, you. All right, and here's the last one. Now, this one was a little more expensive, but I think I got a good deal on it. This one was $29.99. So it was 2001 Space Odyssey #8. First appearance of Machine Man, or X-50, the capture of X-51. I don't even know if he's called Machine Man in this. I have to look through it. Now, this book kind of gained some traction recently because there was this odd rumor, or like, I don't know, someone claimed that supposedly Warner Brothers, Max, whatever you want to call it, could end up owning the rights to Machine Man. Now, I doubt that there's any truth to it. They says that, like, this comic, anything made by Marvel for 2001 A Space Odyssey, you know, this was like a weird Jack Kirby adaptation of 2001 The Space Odyssey, you know, based on the Stanley Kubrick movie from like the late 60s. And yeah, I think they kind of went a little off the rails here. The series ends, I think, at issue 10. It basically becomes a Machine Man book, and then he eventually gets his own series. But the rumor was supposedly that DC could end up owning this character. The rights could get transferred to them. And that would be, I don't think that's going to happen. Like I said, it's kind of like, it was a licensed book, but like Marvel owns the rights to any original characters they make. But this could be kind of interesting. I don't know if anyone heard this, but they recently announced a a re-release of the Marvel versus DC comics that came out in the 90s and the Amalgam issues. They're gonna collect those and release, like, I don't know, like big trades or omnibuses or something. And who knows, maybe it'll lead to a you know, some kind of new DC versus Marvel type story. Like, what if it's about the rights of Machine Man getting transferred over to DC? That actually would be a kind of a killer event, right? That would definitely make this book a little bit worth more than what it's going for. Now, I think $29.99 was a really good price for this book. It's in really, really nice condition. It has one little, like, nick, tiny tear, whatever, in the very corner, but I think it's really good. I've seen it recently go for like a double, like 60 to 70 bucks in lesser condition. Because, you know, there's a bit of hype. And this is a sought-after book. They've had this in the store for a long time. I mean, like, it's kind of funny. Like, I've seen this at this Second Trials for a while now, and it wasn't in a bag or a board. It was just in a bag, no board. And I was always thinking about getting it. I was like, is it too expensive? I'm like, you know what? I wasn't really buying much. I'm like, I want to get myself a nice premium book. And I looked at it, I opened up the bag and make sure it looked good. And it's, like I said, it is in immaculate condition well, except for this little nick. So happy to get that. Plus, I had a $5 off coupon. So I basically got these 2 books for free. So I think that's a pretty good deal. I got one more for you. This was from a different store. I thought this was a really cool book, and I think a cool one to end on. This was, I pretty much just got this for cover price, $3.99. Avengers #1 from 2013. This is a, I don't know if it's a second print, but it's the black and white or black, and it's got a little bit of red pops in it. This is the Deadpool Gangnam Style. Now, you have a full color version of this, but this is the Deadpool Gangnam Style variant. I don't think he's even in the comic. This is that beginning of that Jonathan Hickman run that kind of leads to Secret Wars in 2015. So I think this is a cool thing to get. I looked this up. This must be pretty rare because I have a hard time finding it. I've seen a couple people try to sell it for like $35. I could not find, this is like, I don't know if this is considered like a ghost. I don't know if it's like, I don't think it's like a 1 in 10 or anything like that. It's just, I don't know. But I was going through the Deadpool bin and I saw that and I was like, this looks different. You know, and the fact that it was only going to be cover price, I was like, I can't pass that up. So I thought that was a cool book. And who doesn't love Gangnam Style, right? I mean, can you believe that song is over 10 years ago? Yeah, I guess I can. All right, well, you know what? This is still a short haul video. I want to thank everybody for watching it. If you're stuck around, do me a favor. If you haven't done so already, hit that like button. If you have any questions, what you saw, want to leave a comment or whatever, you know, leave a comment and I'll respond accordingly. If you like these type of videos and you like comic book hauls and comic speculations and all that, hit that subscribe button. Become part of the You Love Comic Books conversation. Check out the link to my Instagram. That's in all, and to link to my eBay. Those are all in my YouTube videos. If you see in the caption or in the description, there's links to that. So do me a favor, check it out. My eBay has lots of comic toys, trades, video games, etc. And you're gonna see a previous video here. You're going to see a previous video there. You're going to smash that subscribe button. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Oh, bye-bye.